So you can most certainly trade in a car that has negative equity. You just got to follow these steps and make sure that you're not rolling in negative equity at a much higher price than you should be. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Ari Janessian, and in this video, what I'm going to do for you is break down exactly, have you wrap your head around how you roll in a car that you owe money on into a brand new car lease or loan, because it's completely possible. In the description below, you're going to find resources to help you navigate not only trading in your car at the very best price for the new car, but check out vehicle-specific incentives, check your FICO auto scores, get accurate insurance rates as well. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because this whole channel is going to teach you everything you're going to need to know so that you can negotiate your best possible deal. Now, I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to dumb this down a lot more than I need to so that it's quick, so that it's completely understandable. That way you're not guessing exactly how this all works. Your car, the car that you're trying to trade in, has a payoff balance. The bank does not care how they get it, who they get it from. They just want exactly what they're owed. Say, for instance, you're driving a 2015 Honda Accord with a payoff of, say, $12,000. That includes everything. That includes a payoff fee. That includes a overnight title request form fee. That includes anything and everything that the bank wants to completely relinquish the ownership over to you. However, the vehicle itself is not worth that much. Say the car is worth only $8,000 to $9,000. You don't have the difference to give the bank. You're not in a position where you can just pay off the car and be able to trade it in, no problem. You need to work around this whole thing so that you can trade in the car that you still owe money on, because it's not worth as much as the loan is worth, and get into a new car. Is this possible? Now, it is possible. What you got to realize is the bank wants their payoff. The dealership is in complete capability to make that payoff. The only thing that you've got to do is worry about the difference. Now, the difference in most circumstances, if it's not substantial, I mean like 200% of the actual car's value, the difference can be taken and rolled into your new lease or loan. Now, I want to caution you in that the dealership, what they'll be doing is giving you the convenience of taking your old loan or lease, giving you the convenience of basically rolling in that negative equity into your new lease or loan, and you won't be questioning it all too much because of the actual convenience that they're giving to you. The way around this so that you're getting the best deal in terms of what they're giving you for your car and how much negative equity that they're rolling in, to sort of minimize the amount of negative equity or the amount that they're rolling in, if you will, from your old loan. The way to really minimize this amount is shopping around your trade value and having the dealership match that. Say if the dealership was appraising the Honda Accord, say for like $10,000, but you visited your local, say, CarMax or local car dealership that buys cars that you may have gotten a referral from say, KBB.com, when you inquired about how much your car is worth, and they said, we can offer you $12,000. Now, you've got a couple options here. What you could do is if the dealership is not willing to give you more than $10,000, you can bring that outside appraisal from, say, CarMax or the third-party buyer that you got the car appraised by, giving the dealership the sheet that says, hey, this other dealership is giving me 12 grand. Can you guys match that? If they're unwilling to match the other buyer's appraisal, what you could do is the following. Pay attention. The other buyer, say they're appraising the car for, say, $12,000, but the balance on the car is $15,000. They're looking for the $3,000 to zero out the balance. Obviously, they've got $15,000 that they can give to the bank so that they can get the title from the bank and completely zero out any obligation you have, but they're going to be looking for that $3,000 from you before they do anything. What you could do is tell that buyer, say it's CarMax, tell them, okay, I will be back with a check for $3,000. What you do is, and a lot of people, they're like, holy crap, the dealership can do this? Yes, they can do this. You go back to the dealership and say, listen, it's okay, I don't want to trade in the car to you guys, I've got it figured out with another buyer. However, I do need a check for $3,000 so that I can pay off my trade at the other buyer. What they'll likely do is instead of taking in your trade and rolling in the balance, they'll be including a $3,000 check into your new loan, giving you that check, having you pay off that car before you do any sort of low value trade-in to the dealership. What the dealership will do is allow you to go trade in the car somewhere else for a little bit more, pay off the balance using the check that they're going to give you and roll into your new loan. That way you can satisfy yourself by getting a little bit more for your trade somewhere else, as well as getting a check from the dealership and rolling in that check into your new lease or loan. Now, I'm going to get some comments saying, why are you teaching people to take out debt on more debt and pay interest on debt? Some people don't have a choice but to do that, and I'm just teaching them how to at least get a little bit better for their trade and make it a little bit more convenient. If you found this information useful, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.